In this video, I'm going to give you an A to Z tutorial on how to build a sales funnel with Systeme.io. I'm also going to talk about how much the Systeme.io costs, and more importantly, how to set up an email sequence inside of Systeme.io. If you've never heard of Systeme.io before, it's an all-in-one platform that gives you all the tools that you possibly need in order to start, grow, and scale your business. As you can see, they have a total of 9 different tools in one single platform, okay? And most often, if you're just starting, you'll definitely need the sales funnels, the email marketing, or the website builders. Usually the other 6 are more for advanced, or if you are into blogging, then you can definitely do that, or even e-commerce. My name is Alwi Batarilan, and if you want to learn how you can make your first $1,000 online with affiliate marketing to help you achieve financial and time freedom, then please subscribe to my channel. I'm on a mission to help corporate 9-to-5ers build a secondary source of income with only the strategies that I personally tried and tested. I come up with a new and original video every single week, so hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when a brand new video comes out. Alright, let's take a look at the Systeme.io pricing, okay? As you can see, it's absolutely crazy, guys, because you can literally start your business for free. And if you want access to this, go to the first link in the description box down below. But basically, you can start your business for free, literally. And what you get with a free account is 2,000 email contacts, unlimited email send, 3 sales funnels, and over 15 sales funnel steps, which is really crazy, guys, okay? When I first started, I used multiple tools that cost me easily $150 to $200 every single month, okay? Now, if your business does grow or if you need more than that, you can definitely scale up your business and choose the other plans, okay? And other things to look at is they are Stripe, PayPal integrated, and they already have enabled your custom domains. Before I show you how to build a lead magnet funnel, let me just show you my current lead magnet funnel, okay, guys? It looks super simple, but this right here has allowed me to make over 17K in 29 days, and most recently over $7,000 in 14 days promoting multiple products. Okay, guys, it looks super simple, but this is my exact lead magnet. Okay, essentially how it works is this is the lead magnet opt-in page, and the primary goal is to collect those emails. Okay, because once we collect those emails, we'll be able to create those email sequence follow-up where we can not only promote the same product if they didn't buy, or we can promote or recommend multiple products on the back end. Okay, guys, so it's super powerful. This is something that you definitely need to be doing in your business. Okay, so once someone actually give us their emails at this stage, we then send them to the thank you page, or sometimes this could be for them to actually make a purchase. It really depends on what kind of lead magnet you're creating. Okay, simply put, lead magnet is something that we are giving away for free to the user in exchange for their email address. Okay, guys, so never underestimate the power of collecting emails, because as they say, if you're not collecting emails, you're not building a real business. Right, to get started with Systeme.io, I'm going to leave a link down below that will allow you to create your free account. And once you sign up for an account, this is exactly what you'll see. Alright, so let's take a look once you actually sign in for your Systeme.io. So this is going to be the overall dashboard that you see. This is a brand new account. Usually you will see your new leads as well as your sales. And if you look at the top right here, you get the choice to upgrade your account. And this is the main dashboard. You also have access to affiliate dashboard, which means that you can promote this product if you wish. They also have a marketplace, which fundamentally just hosts a bunch of products that you can promote if you choose to. And in terms of contacts, this is where you'll find all of your email contacts as well as the tags, because you can tag those individuals. And this is specifically for funnels. This one is going to show you all your emails, your newsletters, campaigns, as well as statistics for open rates and things like that. This is for blogs if you do use blogs, and of course your automations as well as workflows once we set up those emails. And last but not least, if you use the other tools like courses, webinars, and things like that. Alright, guys, let's start building this lead magnet opt-in page. Okay, so you just want to go back to your dashboard. You want to click on funnels. All right, let it load. Once you're done, just go over to the top right hand corner and select create. And I'm going to name this Alwi Test for now. And there's 4 different things that you can essentially create, right? You can create one to build an audience and collect emails. You can create another for e-commerce to sell. You can create one custom from scratch, or even an evergreen webinar. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to click on build an audience, because remember, guys, we want to collect those email lists. Okay, so I'm going to select on that. Then they'll let you choose what kind of currency you want. So I'm just going to click on save. And once it's saved, I'm just going to click on this specific funnel that we're about to build. And you'll see there's 2 main steps that's already preloaded, a squeeze page and a thank you. And I'll get back to that in a minute. But as you can see, automatically there's so many different templates that you can already choose, guys. Okay, so you don't need to start this from scratch, and I'm going to look for one that I actually want to create. So let's just say you can even preview it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, this looks pretty good. Let me just click on select. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to name this as Alwi opt-in as an example. And right here you can see your URL path. It's pretty cool because I don't have a domain attached to it, but you can see it already pulled my username, and you can essentially customize this, right? If you want a little bit more advanced, maybe opt-in, click on save. And what you want to do next is click on edit page over here. Okay, so once that's done, guys, it's super simple. As you can see, how it works is a drag and drop builder, and as you highlight, whenever you see an orange box, that's the specific area that you are currently editing. Okay, so this is a book or a report kind of funnels. Now, just in case that you guys don't have any kind of lead magnet to give away to people, there is this site called plrproducts.com, which is essentially private label rights. And what it is you just pay a small amount to be able to resell or re-give this to people. Okay, and you can see that you can choose any kind of niche that you possibly want to be in. Okay, so if you don't have an existing lead magnet, you can definitely consider this. But let me tell you right now, the best lead magnet is something that you create on your own. Okay, so now jumping back to this, so let's just say, for example, that I have a specific product in mind. So I'm going to click on this and I want to change the picture. And you can see on the top left hand side, this is where you'll find all the options. Okay, it's really straightforward. So in this case, I want to change this picture. And for this example, I'm going to just drag an image that I've already loaded earlier on. So it's a picture of me. Okay, and just like that, you can see the picture is now loaded. You notice that it's not balanced. So to adjust it, click on this. And you can see right here under options, image size, now I can just adjust it so it looks quite nice. And if you do want to edit any of the text, so let's just say this was a 100% free course. That's what I usually would say, 100% free course. So I clicked on it and I literally type it. And what I can do now is I can essentially adjust the font size, right? So I don't want it to be too big. I can choose whatever fonts that I want, right? I can even do the letter spacing, as you can see. And a lot of different options that you can. Okay, so let's just say we're happy with that, and maybe this is the next thing, right? So maybe what I want to tell people is discover a simple 3-step process to make your first $1,000 online. Okay, so let's just say that is the free course that we are giving them, right? What we can then do is we can actually even underline a specific word that you like. Okay, let me do that real quick. So making your first, maybe let's underline all of this. Okay, and again, you can see that you can adjust your spacings, right? Anything that looks good, you can adjust how high, how low, right? And you can control the font size. Okay, so it's super important, right? So let's just say like this line, there's nothing else for me to say here, and I want to remove it, or maybe I want to duplicate it. So you essentially can just click on that, it duplicates it, or you can click on the trash, which essentially will just bin this. Okay, so what else do we need? So let's just say, for example, maybe I want to say download your free course. Okay, so I'm going to change this to free. Oops, let me just go back, Control Z. Okay, free course, right? Maybe not all in caps. Free course now. Okay, which is great. Okay, and let's just say I don't need this box, so I can delete and remove that. Okay, so far it's looking good. Another thing that we can do as well is, if you look at the bottom corner right here, you have an option for a desktop view as well as a mobile. Okay, so this will give you the opportunity to view it. So right now it's a desktop view. So let's just say we want to go into mobile. This is how it's going to look like on mobile. Okay, and as you can see, it's not too bad, but as you can see immediately, these words are too big. So what you can do is you can essentially just click on this box, and then now you want to adjust the height, the size. Okay, and this is really good because it's just adjusting specifically for mobile. And I'm just going to remove this because we removed it on desktop earlier. And boom, just like that, right? Super simple. You have whatever picture of your lead magnet. I'm just using my picture as an example. And let's just say it's download your free course now, for example. And let's just go back to desktop. And essentially, there's a couple of cool things that you can do as well, right? If you click on blocks right here, what this does is it's going to give you a lot of preloaded template. Okay. Now remember, guys, for an opt-in page or a lead magnet funnel, the main objective is to get people to give you your email in exchange for something that you give away for free. Okay. So the simpler the page, the better, because that's the only objective, right? But let's just say for whatever reason or whatever kind of funnels that you're creating, you wanted to say add testimonials. So you can see there's a couple of options that you can choose from. So let's just say I wanted to add testimonials, and you can see they're actually quite nicely designed already, right? So let's just say I like this style. I'm just going to click that, and I'm literally dragging it to where I want it to be. And boom, right? Just like that, automatically I have a testimonial sections at the bottom, and you can repeat the process, right? You can type in something, so test 1, 2, 3 as an example. And if you look into mobile view, you will also notice that your testimonial is already there, guys. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you can do. And let's just say you want to remove this section, just bin the item again. Okay, and so you definitely want to check this out. So maybe it is a price plans that you have. So let's just drag this down. And it looks really, really nice, guys. So the only thing left to do is literally click on the image to change the image, change some of the wordings and even the prices, okay? So to keep it simple for this specific exercise, we're just going to keep it to collect emails specifically. So let me just remove all of that real quick. Okay, so now let's just say that this is the main funnel that you're happy with. This is what you like. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to click on this specific button, guys. Okay, super important. And you can also customize what it says here, right? So again, every time you click on an element, look on the left-hand side for a specific options that you can do. So for example, right here, it says typography, button text. So essentially, we can change the exact words, right? So here it says get report. So here I would probably say get my 100% free course now. Okay, and you see it's reflected and it looks really, really good, guys. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to kind of set the options on what happens after someone enters their name as well as email address, right? So again, I'm going to click on the button, and you will see at the top left hand side here, action when button is clicked. So basically, this is telling Systeme.io exactly what happens when someone enters their name, email, and actually clicks the button, right? So there's many options here: show pop-up, open URL if you want to send them to a specific landing page outside of Systeme.io. Next step URL is essentially the next stage in the funnel, which will be our thank you later, or maybe even just download a specific file, right? So in our example, we're going to click on send form. Okay, and send form is super important because what we're telling them to do is once a person enters their name and email address here and they click this, it will automatically go into our email setup, which we'll set up in a few minutes, guys. Okay, so the next thing that essentially we want to do is we want this to be on send form so that it will capture their name and email address into our Systeme.io backend. And the next thing is, do you want to redirect users after contact registration? Yes, definitely. This is basically asking you after they click enter, once they put in their details and click enter, what's the next thing? So this we want to specifically be specifically for the next step. Okay, so we're just going to click on that. And as much as possible, whenever you're doing this design, always make sure to save changes every single bit, okay? Because this happens a lot. And once we're happy with this, we can click on this icon right here on the top right, just to see how this will actually look like. And honestly, this looks pretty good already as it is. Very nice, very simple. Okay, guys. So this is a very, very simple way to build up this specific opt-in page. Now, one last thing that I personally like to do is we're going to click on settings, okay? And here you'll find all the different kind of settings that you can choose. And there's this section where it's search engine optimization SEO. So essentially, we definitely want to populate and give a little bit of information. Now, for example, this is, let's just say Alwi Batarilans free course, right? So a 3-step process to making your first $1,000 online. Okay, you want to fill this up as much as possible. Enter a couple of keywords, right? Money online. Why? Because what happens is this. Let's just say, for example, someone went onto Google and searched in Alwi Batarilan as an example, right? So what will happen is it will pull the title that you put, and it will also pull the descriptions. Okay, so super important to do so that your page is search engine optimized. So save changes again. And what we're going to do, we're going to click this to exit. And once we exit, as you can see, step number 1 is already done, which is your opt-in page, okay? Now, if you do want to test your funnel, all you need to do is actually click on this. It will copy the link, and you can just test it out and paste it on. And there you go, guys. This funnel is literally live. Now, again, if you guys want free access to Systeme.io, I'm going to leave the first link in the description down below. So make sure you guys get yourself signed up. Now, let's complete the second step, okay? Alright guys, so we're already done with the opt-in page, which essentially was this specific page where we collected their emails. The next thing we're going to build is this thank you page, okay? So let's just go back to Systeme.io, click on this, it already says thank you page. And the same thing as before, you'll be able to choose a bunch of templates that's already done for you, which is really awesome. So let's just say this is the one that I want to use or work with. And essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to repeat the steps because you can name it if you like. So I'm happy with that. And what we're going to do is I'm going to click on this to edit this specific page. Okay. And let's let that load. And once it's loaded, it's more or less the same principles as before. Let's just say I wanted to change this image. I'm going to click on this image. Use the same image that I had before very quickly just to show you guys how it's done. And let's just say that everything else is really nice. Okay, so the next thing that maybe we want to do is we want to say add a button here, like have some kind of call to action. Maybe this is specifically promoting a product or you want to send them somewhere specifically. Okay, so that's something that we can definitely do as well. We can essentially rename it, or we can even choose opening a specific URL, right? Let's just say I want to send them to my Facebook group or an affiliate offer. So this is where you can enter that specific URL. So let's just say it's alwibatarilan.com. Let's just say that's the affiliate offer. And what happens is once we click on save changes and someone actually does click on this link, once they reach here, they will be redirected to whatever URL you have sent. Okay, so normally this is what we'll do, or you can just specifically tell people to check their email box just like this. Okay, so now that this is done, what we're going to do is we're going to save changes. We can again preview it to see how it looks like, and it looks pretty good. Let's just say we're happy with that. Next thing we're going to do is just going to exit. And now I'm going to teach you guys how to build that automation email sequence. Right, guys, so we've already set up our opt-in page. Okay, so we've already set up opt-in page and your thank you page. Now we're going to set up the automated emails that will send once someone actually opts into your funnel. Okay, so the very first thing that we want to do is we want to go over to emails and click on campaigns because we need to create a specific campaign. Okay, so let's just say it's Alwi free course. Right? Add in any description that you like, save that. And once that's done, just go back to funnels real quick, that specific funnel that we're working on, and you want to click on automation rules. Okay. Once you click on that, click on add rule. All right. And you want to pick funnel step from subscribe. So essentially what happens is whenever someone enters the name and email address and clicks submit to the form, this is going to trigger the automation email on the back. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on add action. And here, what we can do is send email. Okay. So essentially right now we don't have any emails just yet. So what we want to do is we want to go to automations and we want to click on workflows. Okay, so we're going to create a workflow and this is going to kind of map it out. So Alwi free course workflow. Okay, and once that's done, you just want to click on this. Now we will be able to start creating that kind of triggers. Okay, so this is going to be the trigger, which means that when someone comes into your opt-in page and they enter their name as well as email and they get to the thank you page, automatically it will start to trigger this email. Okay, guys, so super important to set up. So you want to click on this and you want to choose a trigger, right? So whenever there's so many different options you can choose from, right? But in our case, we are capturing people's email address. So once the person actually subscribes, so funnel form subscribe, we're going to select the funnel that I created just now, which is Alwi opt-in. So I'm going to hit click. Okay, so that's already triggered. So the next thing is you're going to click on this small plus button. And what you want to do is click on action. Okay, and the action is basically asking you, okay, what do you want to do once a person has already subscribed? So now we want to send them an email. Okay, so we're going to select this. We're going to select on create a new one. And maybe I can say here's your free course as an example. Okay, whatever the title of the email should be. And there you go. Okay, so you can say something like anything like here's your free course. This is your free course, right? So one thing I do like to do is send people to my Facebook group. Okay, so of course you want to write a full-blown email, but I'm just showing you guys a quick example, okay, of typically what it will be like. Best regards, Alwi Batarilan. Okay, and I definitely want this link to be clickable, right? So I'll click on this. It's a hyperlink essentially, and what happens is that this will allow user very quickly to get into your lead magnet or wherever it is that you want to send them to. So what you want to do is click on save. Okay, you just want to put in a name real quick. So I'll just pick on Alwi and hit save. Okay, so once that's done, basically the first email sequence is already done, because what we're doing is once people actually opt in, you want to give them whatever it was that you promised them, right? So this email essentially gives them the lead magnet that you promised to give them after they've entered the email. Now, after this, you can do many things, okay? The next step could be maybe say delay, which fundamentally just means how long do you want to wait before you send the next email, okay? So typically, I would do anything that's a day, not an hour. Okay, so usually every day I'll take a pause, and then from here you can start building the same process again by sending them multiple emails. Okay, so essentially you can build this out to send as many emails as you like on the back end. Okay, so what I typically like to do, I like to set up a series of emails that will promote or push them back to whatever it is that we are trying to promote them. Okay, so once this is essentially done, you just want to you want to exit. And if we go back to our funnels, guys, you just want to make sure that everything's working again, right, before you actually do anything with it. So what I'll do is I'll click on this, and remember we can click on this to copy the link, and then now we can paste it and just enter the name, right? Just to make sure that everything actually works, right? So I enter the name, perfect. Now it brought me into the thank you page where we were supposed to be in. And by now I should have already received the email automation. All right, guys, just to make sure that everything is working properly, if you click on dashboard, now you should be able to see a new lead, right? So every time someone enters their email, you'll see it here, and you can see this is the email that I used to opt into my funnel. And there you have it, guys. In about 15 minutes or so, we created an opt-in as well as a thank you page, as well as your automated email sequence setup. Okay, and that's the beauty about Systeme.io, because everything is done within the same tool. I hope you guys enjoyed the A to Z tutorial on Systeme.io. We went through how to build your sales funnel, your opt-in page, as well as your thank you page, and most importantly, to set up your automated email sequence on the back end. Okay, once again, guys, if you want to get access to this, I'm going to leave a link down below. Just click on that to start getting your first funnel built, as well as your email sequence to start making money with this tool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.